Hey everybody, blessings, blessings, blessings. I'm so glad to be back to the It Had to Be Said podcast. Okay, this is season 1, episode 3. That's right, episode 3. And today we like to call this Freedom Fridays. So on Fridays, we're gonna get free for some stuff. We're gonna let some things hang out today. We're gonna get a little deep today. All right, it's December 9th. It is so cold outside, y'all. So cold. It's colder than some of y'all heart. All right, be real. Be real. So, today's topic and title and discussion is, does pain permanently change us? Okay? We're going to get into some of the pros and the cons of dealing with pain. It's sort of a unevitable it's the uninevitable part of life. I think everyone that's walking the face of this earth has dealt with pain in one way or the other. Emotional pain, mental pain, physical pain, whatever it may be. Okay? So, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into some of the things that I just conjured up. I wrote a couple things down. So, as long as you feeling good, got you a little popcorn ready, got you a little drink, whatever you eat and drink. Let's go ahead and get into the topic. Okay, so I want to start deep and then I want to end off on a positive note. So we're going to get into some of the cons. And if you've ever experienced anything like this, if you have anything to comment about this situation, please feel free to. So the first con that I have about pain is pain can change your heart posture. I feel like pain can turn you into a person that you don't even recognize when you look in the mirror. I'm just going to keep going and then we can circle back to elaborate, whatever. I feel like pain can cause you to self-medicate and it could cause you to hide yourself. Because there's so many people out here that numb themselves just to function in life. Some people completely shut down. It's like addiction and escapism has become the new reality. It's like the new norm. It's like pain is being sold. Pain is being bottled up and sold, I swear to you. Some people love pain so much, if they could, they would bottle it in a perfume and spray it. Okay? I think that pain can become addicting. Have you guys ever heard of the saying, I'm a glutton for pain? That can become your normal everyday experience so much to the point that you don't know what it feels like to not be in pain. Okay, I also think that pain can stunt your growth. You end up being stuck at the age you were when you got hurt the most. Experiencing a traumatic level of pain can make you controlling and defensive. That's my next point. Because it's traumatic, guys. When we think about pain, we want to make that synonymous with trauma. Trauma, pain. You try to control everything in your life. You try to control other people. You try to control circumstances that are uncontrollable. And, back to the defense mechanisms. Like I said earlier, some people shut down. That is a defense mechanism for some people. Some people go as far to tear you down. I was actually commenting about this with the Erica and Safari situation that I've been seeing little clips of on social media. And it's just it's obvious that Erica uses her words to tear people down. And whereas Safari, he completely shuts down. And that is his way of defending himself. Some people that experience so much pain, they vow to never put themselves in such a vulnerable position ever again. And that blocks us from certain opportunities, certain relationships, friendships, everything. Pain can make us reject God out of our lives. You know, you get so mad and you get so angry, and it's like, ugh, if I'm going through this, like, why do you have me going through this? You know, you get to that point. Sometimes the pain and trauma can be so grievous and overwhelming that we just throw our hands up, you know, and then we start to feel like God can't even handle the pain, as if he's never felt the pain that we felt. You know what I mean? So it gets deep, y'all. Like, people really go through treacherous things, and you can't tell people how to grieve. You can't tell people how to react to trauma. You cannot tell somebody how to react or what to do if you've never been in their shoes, because everybody processes things different, you know. Seriously. This was just so heavy on my mind, and it was just so, it's heavy in the atmosphere, especially coming into the winter months. People are depressed. People lose a lot of energy. People lose hope and motivation during these months. Around the holidays, suicide rates go up. It is a lot just to deal with the everyday humanness, like humanity. And I don't even know how to say it, but we got to pay bills. We got to keep food on the table. We got to take care of kids. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to deal with other people. We got to go to work. It's so much that we got to do. That's why I just wanted to have this be just a vent session for me and for other people, to talk about maybe some of the painful situations you've been in. You know, if you want to put it in the comments to help other people, that's fine. But if you want to just email it to me, that's cool too. Because I want to hear it, you know. I'm here to encourage you. We in this thing together, you know. And, you know, sometimes I just say some people, because we're not all the same. We're not. So I think from here we can get into some of the pros. Wait, before we get into the pros, the last con that I'll have to say is pain can cause people to self-loathe. Self-loathing, condemning themselves, shame, unworthiness. Oh, that is the meat and potatoes of all of this, honestly. Shame, unworthiness, condemnation. Like, guys, I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what your beliefs are, but there's no condemnation in Christ. There's no condemnation with God. There's no condemnation in uplifting yourself, pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. You cannot change yesterday. Okay? You can't. You can only do the best you can with what you got right now. Right now is the most important moment. Okay? Forgive yourself. Ask for forgiveness. And once you're forgiven, you're forgiven. Don't keep bringing that up. Okay? So we're going to talk about healing tips at the end or whatever. So here are some of the pros to pain. I know you're thinking what? Pros to pain? Positives to pain? How can it be a upside to pain? How? This is such a heavy topic. You know, that's probably why I had so much to say for the cons, obviously. But here is some pros, y'all. For real. My first pro, you build endurance. Your stamina, your bounce back game becomes strong. Okay? Listen, hear me out. The more pain you endure, and the more setbacks and fall downs and knockdowns you have, and then you learn how to pick yourself up every time, it's kind of like you fall, get back up, get back up. Because speaking from my experience, I used to be the type of person that when I fell hard, man. I fell flat on my face. I'm about to stay here for a few months. No, listen, honestly, when I was younger, I used to stay in that for years and didn't even realize that I was just in stagnant energy doing the same thing over and over and over again. So then I went from years to months. The more you learn how to motivate yourself, pick yourself up, come up out of the enchantment, come up out of the pain and all of that. Especially to my people out there that done had really rough lives. Okay, I come from Detroit, Michigan. Okay, I don't know where you come from. You probably come from Chicago. You probably come from New York. You probably come from the dirty South. Listen, it's ghettos and it's hard in every neck of the woods. Okay, so I don't know where you come from, but anybody know anything? I come from Detroit. Okay, and it's a lot. I'm going to tell my testimony one day, but I came from a lot. Okay, I had a lot of adversities, a lot. And the more you learn how to pick yourself up after every fall down, it starts to come like, like my fall down rate now where I'm at in life is way shorter than it's ever been. At 25 years old, and I still got time. You know what I'm saying? We still got, no matter what age you at, really, don't look at me. But I'm just saying, as a 25-year-old, my bounce back game is quicker. I don't sit in stuff. And I think some of that come from like trying to be a perfectionist or like an all or nothing mindset. I'm definitely like coming out of that all or nothing mindset. You really keep going. Like you have to keep going. You have to keep going and being resilient. Okay? So, do I have anything else to say about that? Yeah. I talk to myself. I constantly talk to myself. I constantly motivate myself. Constantly got to do that. And I pray that it gets to a point where it's like, you don't even let yourself fall down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of like, you know when you walking and your leg just give out of nowhere? Like, you take a dip and you just got back up. I want to get to that point. I want to be like 50 years old and be like, took a dip in the knee. But I'm back up, baby. Like a pimp walk, a limp or something. I don't even want to fall, So, yeah, let me get to the next one. I don't really want this podcast episode to be that long. Especially just starting out, guys. I'm just starting out and I want to make the content digestible. Get to the point, get to the punch, get in and get out. But, hey, if we here, we here. Because guess what? The people this message is meant for and the people that's going to rock with me, they're going to rock with me. All right? Yeah. So the next pro to pain is perseverance. Very similar to endurance. But I think perseverance has more to do with the will. Oh, there we go. It has more to do with the will to want to keep going. And then endurance deals with the capacity to be able to keep going. Oh, I just stopped. I said ha. I said shabba ha. You missed a good time to shout, baby. Ooh, okay. Listen. Okay. Endurance have to do with your capacity to handle the hits, handle the shots. You like, I'm eating it. But perseverance is the willingness to even want to get up. Because you can be able to endure a lot of pain. But do you have the willingness to get back up, forgive yourself, and move towards a better outcome? Because people get up and literally, people will eat pain. And it's like, I'm out of the game. You know what I'm saying? They become a demon. I'm on demon time. I hate everybody. Misogynist, feminist, whatever, Whoop, whoop, whoop. Woe is me, So those two are different. But let's get to the next one. And my last pro, the upside to pain. Not me smacking my lips. But my last pro is grit/testimony. You build grit. Now, grit is kind of like endurance. But grit is also to me like your testimony. Like, You not shallow. You not superficial. You not um everything is roses and daisies and dandelions and oh my god, everything is just so good and I don't have no depth to me and oh my god, I never went through that. I can't even relate to that. Like, you don't ever want to be like that. You want to be able to empathize and sympathize with people that's going through real stuff. You want to be able to have a heart for people. The more you go through, the less you judge. Okay, the more you go through, the less you judge. For real, for real. So, and with grit your testimony, some people will literally become freed from your testimony. Seriously, it takes so much to get up, testify about what you've been through, where you at and where you going. It takes a brave, courageous heart. If you're still getting up, knowing your testimony, and you still out here grinding, salute to you right now. I gotta get a soundboard. I gotta get a soundboard, y'all. Give it up. Give it up for my sister. Sister done been through it all. Give it up for my brother. Brother been done did it all, done did it all, done did it all. y'all, motivational Monday is gonna be funny. I don't want listen. If you don't know how to have fun and talk a little stuff, okay, this ain't the podcast for you. Cause Monday, we're gonna be laughing. Okay. Ooh, 15 minutes. Alright, so we about to get in transition into winding down. And we about to get into the healing tips. Okay? Oh, that is the funny part about pain. That's my last pro. Pain indicates that something was hurt or broken or traumatic. So healing soon follows, right? That's the ironic thing about us going right into the healing tips. From pain, you go to healing. Look at that. So, here's some healing tips. I wrote these down in no particular order. Let's go with it. Whatever. This is something I made up, y'all. You heal when you sit still long enough to feel. Did you hear me? You heal when you sit still long enough to feel. So let's kind of double back to what we were saying earlier about some of the cons, how people self-medicate, people numb out, people run away. They run away from themselves. What I learned just, being in this healing journey, which is a long-lasting journey, I don't feel like we ever get to the full pinnacle of being healed, because then what would we need God for, So you have to sit in that stillness. Even when you want to crawl out of your skin, you want to cry, you want to die, you want to roll over, you want to say, woe is me. You want to go out, you're like, oh, I can't sit still. I got to go eat something. I got to go drink something. I got to go smoke something. I got to go do something. That is an indication. Or I got to go be with a man. I got to chase a man. I got to chase a woman. That is an indication that you can't sit still with yourself long enough to heal. If you're always running away from yourself. So I said, stop running away from you. Face the good. Face the bad. Face the ugly. The hateful. The anger that's bottled up inside. We need to start facing that. Okay, it wasn't until I vowed to myself, no, I'm gonna face these. I'm about to go head up with these demons. I'm about to fight them. I'm line them up. You ever been you ever been in school or something? Or like back in the day, you be like, look, I'll fight all y'all. But it ain't no jumping. Y'all gotta get in line. And I'm a mink, 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 mink. Get them as they go. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no jumping over here. You ain't about to be jumping. Okay? You ain't about to jump me. You ain't about to jump me over here. But line them up and we about to go round for round. And it's it's easier said than done, for sure. For sure. I mean, it's still stuff you be like, oh, I gotta deal with that too. Oh, why you keep doing that? Anyway, okay, what else I got to say? Oh my gosh, why do I feel so pressed for time? Yes, facing the bed. Oh, I got said. Tina Turner said, "Love is a secondhand emotion. What love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? Hey, but a secondhand emotion." Yeah. Okay. Now, when she said that, I never understood, like, what is a secondhand emotion? But I think rage and hate and all that other stuff are secondhand emotions. Because it started out as hurt and pain and grief, disappointment, regret, trauma. I feel like all of those, like, rage and hate and criticism and judgmentalness, all that stuff, I feel like over time of not addressing the hurt and the pain, the original problem, it turned into a solid substance that can be felt by many people. It's like a brick that just hit you in the face. It can be felt by many people, many energies, and many opportunities. You don't have to have the language to explain your energy to the universe. Like, you don't have to know that you have a messed up attitude for the universe to know that you have a messed up attitude. You know what I'm saying? The universe, it just responds to it, whether you know it or not. Okay? Some wisdom. My auntie, actually. Shout out to my auntie. Love my titi. She used to always say, like, why is your face looking mad? She be like, your face is looking like that because you thinking thoughts that's not good. Like, you're thinking bad thoughts. And I always deny it, like, no, this is just my resting face. We say, this is my resting bee face, or this is my resting face. You know how I be. Or like, no, I'm fine. But she'll be like, then why is your face scrunched up? I was projecting energy that I suppressed and repressed. And in the current moment, I thought that I was okay. But my subconscious mind was literally processing and in a state of being in the past. Or, like, I'm thinking like, oh, I'm over there, I'm past that, I'm in the present, whatever, like, blah, blah. And we think not talking about it mean we over it. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. My goal on earth is to get more people to open up and to talk and to share and to express and to be, okay? A little bit about me. I want to advocate for addiction, recovery, and suicide prevention. 2 things that are near and dear to my heart. Again, one day y'all will know my testimony, but addiction, recovery, and suicide prevention is so important to me. So many people suffer in silence, suffer in pain. And it's crazy because a lot of us are dealing with the same emotions as our brother or as our sister. But we sit there and act like, oh, girl, I ain't going through that. Oh, girl, she crazy. Oh, I ain't never went through that. Or I was talking to my mama the other day, and I was just talking about how parents automatically, like, if you're like a teenager or something, they'll be like, you ain't got no bills to be sad. You shouldn't be sad about nothing. Depressed. Go depress them dishes. Like, that's toxic, yo. That's another topic for another day. So let me finish up. Whatever. So yeah, the universe is going to respond to your energy, whether you like it or not. And it's going to affect relationships. It's going to affect opportunities. It's going to affect family situations. Okay? We want the money to run to us. We don't want the money running from us. We ain't chasing bags. We collecting them as they come in. You hear me? Okay, but yeah, you know, pain. Oh, pain. You know, I think Freedom Fridays are going to be like our deep days, our deep dive days. Because I prefer to be, I'm one of those people that just prefer to be bubbly, energetic, like nice messages. And not just nice messages, but more so encouraging and motivating. But for real, I love to get into the nitty gritty. I love to get in there and do the work. I love to get down and dirty with my sisters or my brothers. I love that. I love deep, taboo conversations that people don't like to talk about. I like ripping the band-aid off. Or I like, you know, if you've been cut, we got to get in there and clean it. We can't just band-aid it and boo-boo the food. No, we got to get up in there and clean it. We got to get up in them wounds, girl. But I hope somebody got free tonight. And I hope Freedom Fridays we can dive into deep stuff and yeah, push the conversation forward. Push it forward. If you want to continue the conversation, you know where to find me. You know what it be. You know what it is. What it is. What it ain't. You know where to find me, honey. Okay. But my email is always creatornettyb at icloud.com. That's creatornettieb at icloud.com. Y'all can always hit me up directly via email or like my socials. I believe my socials is on my YouTube or however you can find me. You know where to find me. And let's get into it, y'all. So our song today, our song today, our song today, our song today. The song for this podcast is Jhene Aiko, Back Up on My BS. It's called BS by Jhene Aiko featuring her. I feel like this song is a great snapshot into someone's life when they get hurt, they go through pain. This just so happens to be relational pain. She starts the song off like saying like, I give so much and don't get nothing back. And if you listen to the song or if you know the song, that's definitely a song you listen to when you feeling hurt. Like, let's be real. You know, it's nice melodies and all of that, but it's definitely one of them songs where you you know you ride in the car and he done got on your nerves, or you just broke up with somebody, or you just feel like you pour so much you don't get nothing back. You just put it on and be like, and put your sunglasses on like, yeah, back up on my boy. And like with her verse, I was actually shocked by her verse when I heard it. How she was just like, I just met your roommate and I put him on my to-do list. And it's like, that go back to one of the cons where it's like, it can literally turn you into a person you don't even recognize. Like, you probably never been a homie smasher in your life, but you get hurt so bad to the point where now you smashing the homies just to get back at homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put this at the end of the Spotify episode. Please come follow me on the Anchor app. Please, please, please download the Anchor app, or on Spotify, search It Had to Be Said, Nettie B, search me and just follow me and listen to me on there. Guys, wherever you go to listen to your podcast. I don't know if it went on Apple. I don't know. I'm trying to get things set up. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope this really helped somebody. I hope somebody got free tonight. And I love you so much. Bye, y'all.